Hi chefs, today we're going to be making a vegan ground meat. And in this course, we make a wide variety of meat analogs or alternatives. And this one happens to be soy-free. So the main components we're going to be using today are nuts. These are walnuts. Then we also, of course, have cauliflower. And this is going to stretch our budget as well as stretch our, making it a little bit more low fat, also increasing the fiber. And then we have our spices. So here I'm going to be using a lamb mix. You could absolutely use a beef blend, but today I'm going to be using the lamb. And last but not least, I have some olive oil. So first you want to pulse your nuts. These did come already chopped up, which is nice, but I want to get them a little bit more fine because they're just a little bit too big to recreate mince. So I just like that. It almost looks like a graham cracker crumb. It's like almond meal or almond flour. So that's about what I'm happy with. It doesn't pulverize it, so you don't want to use a blender. Just make. So now just set aside your nuts in another big bowl. So I did pre-cut this a little bit because this is one of those mini food preps or mini food processors. But if you have a larger one, you probably don't need to do so. But I'm going to put this in here. You know, right nowadays, cauliflower is so popular to rice it and to make it small. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. And then I'm going to show you a technique how we can actually remove that cauliflower flavor to then infuse the meat flavor. Perfect. So I know in certain parts of the world you can actually buy riced cauliflower now because it's become so popular. But if you can't find it, it's so easy to make yourself. So now I'm just going to pop that in the same bowl. To remove that cauliflower flavor, then we want to infuse the meat or the beef or the lamb flavor. And here is our secret technique. So you just want to take your blade out of your food processor and now put a colander over a bowl or sieve. And then you want to put your cauliflower in the bowl, in the colander. And then we're going to be pouring hot water over it. So what hot water is going to do, it's going to really boil and extract that flavor of the harsh raw cauliflower. And you can do that 1 or 2 times. It's depending upon how sensitive you are to the cauliflower flavor. This is a pro tip that we learned from a chef many, many years ago, actually from Ferran Adria. And so I'm going to do this actually twice and show you how easy it is. You can use, of course, a traditional electric kettle or this fancy one from your stove. So just pour it over there. I'm actually going to do it again here in another bowl. Pour it twice. And this is just lightly cooking and also removing the flavor of the cauliflower. Now it's time to pop this cauliflower into our bowl with our nuts. So our walnuts are in here. And then I'm going to put in here, this is the lamb seasoning. I also have here my tablespoon of olive oil. And this is fantastic to do the day before. Now, you just want to add 1/2 cup of hot stock or hot water. So I'm just going to mix this in here. You can taste it for salt and pepper if you like. But again, this is fantastic to make the day ahead of time because it's going to happen. All those fantastic flavors are going to melt.